I just got inspired to share something. So I'm sitting outside of the Dollar Tree, and I don't know, I was shopping, and then for like crafting supplies, art supplies for the kids and I, because tapping into our creative is like super, super healing. But I decided when I came outside, I was just gonna sit down and drink my root beer and just have a moment in the shade before I start the trek home. And it's like a really hot day. But something that came to mind is I've seen, well, I don't want to say homeless people because I don't know. They might have a home. But I've seen, people who are going through struggles, so like homeless people or people that are on drugs, sitting outside this dollar store. And something that I wanted to share is I decided to sit down outside this dollar store, and within probably less than a minute, a girl walked by, and she put a lot of effort into turning away from me. Like, her upper half of her body was turned towards the parking lot. And there's like nothing interesting going down in the parking lot from what I could see anyway. You never know. But it just got me thinking how people are so uncomfortable with feeling uncomfortable. If you feel uncomfortable looking at somebody sitting outside a store because, they might be homeless, or they might be on something in an altered state, or they might, maybe you turn away because you're like nervous they're going to ask you for money or whatever it is, try and keep in mind that the person sitting on the street corner, for whatever reason, might be in a really uncomfortable spot. They might be really struggling with something. They might honestly just need like a smile, or a hey, I hope you have a good day, or something, some type of acknowledgement that they even exist. It was like one of the bigger things for me when I was homeless, and the one time I sat on the street to panhandle, ask for money. I only ever did it one time, and the reason why I only did it one time was, well, for one, it's a really degrading experience to ask strangers for money. It doesn't feel good. It's, I felt like any dignity I had left went out the window in that moment. And another aspect of it was people literally don't see you. Like, people would walk past. People would walk past us as if we weren't even there, like we didn't even exist. And I'm gonna get off my high horse and admit, like, there are many, many, many moments, especially lately, where I don't see people. And it's not like a conscious, like, I don't mean to. I'm just very much in my own world, in my own head, in my own grief. And I understand that other people are too. Like, we all have our own world, our own shit going on. But I'm sharing this as like a reminder to try to see people, to try to do your best to actually acknowledge people's existence, especially street people. Like, how many people that live on the streets actually get seen? like actually are acknowledged is such a simple thing, and it doesn't take that much. Like all it takes is like a hey, hello, how are you, I hope you have a good day, something, right? So it's very interesting, literally sitting where like people that are having a hard time in life sit, okay, and people literally treat me like there's something wrong with me, or like I'm plagued, being treated like I'm like, even just the way that mom, she backed up and parked right where I'm sitting, and then she gets her daughter out, and then they go, the daughter says, "Mommy," I'm sure you heard that. And the way this mom was holding her daughter's wrist, like dragging her. Straight people are people too. I want to make that clear. Like, straight people are people too. And I understand that there's some fear that comes with, like, when people are in an altered state, when they're on drugs or they're drunk or whatever, you don't know how they're going to react, how they're going to respond. But from my experience, people in an altered state, the last thing that they're really, like, thinking about doing is hurting you. Like, they're in their own little world. They're doing their own thing. Like, the people that make me nervous are the people that can walk past somebody and act like they don't exist. The people that make me nervous are the people that don't even see other humans. And I'm not just talking when, you're having a hard time and you're in your own world and you're consumed with your own shit. I'm talking about the people that never see other humans unless those people have a purpose to them and their life. Like, I am reminded, I spent the day away from my house, which is just walking around, just dating myself, basically. And I haven't done this in a very long time, and it was a very scary thing to do, but I did it. Somebody inspired me to walk with my fear, and so that was my decision I made today, was I was going to walk with my fear. Even if I'm scared, I'd do it anyway. And I've spent pretty much the entire day out of the house. And I can't even remember the last time I did this, especially by myself. I can't remember the last time I did this. But I've just been reminded throughout the day, like, the goodness in people. And it's not the people with the fancy fucking cars and, their hair is just right and their nails are just right and da-da-da-da-da. Like, it's literally the people that suffer and struggle and it's the people that fight tooth and nail to stay earthside. Those are the people that are the light in my day. Those are the people that bring the light to my day. The people that literally have nothing more to offer me than a smile and a hello. And in my experience, most of the time, the people that offer a smile and a hello are those people that have literally like nothing else to offer except themselves. The people that have everything to offer material-wise. Now, I'm just assuming based on what I can see, okay? The people that have tons to offer are some of the grouchiest people, the most judgmental people. And I'm not saying this is across the board, because obviously there's exceptions. There's no rules. I don't really follow the rules. I don't do rules unless they make sense to me. But, you know, I've met some really beautiful people that are very wealthy, well off, and they've worked hard and they deserve everything they have. And they're beautiful people. So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that, you know, people that have a lot are just automatically, you know, people that don't see other people. When you've been to the darkest depths of your own personal hell, whether by your hand or someone else's, you just end up either being really jaded and cold, or you end up really understanding what life is about. You really end up becoming like a super compassionate person. You understand, you know, when you see a street person, you're not just labeling them as, you know, danger, or it just gives you a whole new perspective to go through shit, to go through hell. And that is all for now. My mind is going all over the place, so that's all I really wanted to say, I suppose, for now. If you can't see yourself, you're not going to be able to see anyone else. So work on seeing yourself, like truly seeing yourself and accepting yourself as you are, truly fucking loving yourself. It literally starts with each of us individually. If you love yourself unconditionally, that's going to transfer over to the people around you, the people you see. So fucking love yourself, please. If you don't want to do it for you, do it for the fucking planet. Like, we need people to wake up, to see themselves clearly, to accept themselves, to love themselves unconditionally, so that shit can pass on to everybody else. So if you can't do it for you, do it for the fucking planet, okay? With love. Bye.